They call it for me and they, you want me like me and I look. Yeah, her Rex on her. Yeah, B-Rex better calm down. Yeah, yeah, squad goes on me. Yeah, make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah, you can go and get mad. My shawty pulling up with a real bad, bad. You too, dripping my swag. About tag on. I got it in the bag now, getting all type of cash. I'm a general truth. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through. Nothing but room to run.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain. .31 on third down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! We got three, fellas. Here we go. Blue 45.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there, punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
21. 21.
Bree's going to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if...
2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's complete. It's Watson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. This is Zach Line, the fullback. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Zach Line the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ball going back over to Kansas City. And thinking about their game last week against Cleveland, a couple guys, good homecoming games. Travis Kelce, Kareem Hunt, both from Cleveland and played well.
Did you know Superman was created in Cleveland?
I did not, but you know everything, so you can be lying. I'll just take your word for it.
Oh, it's real. No,
okay.
this one's real. Superman's created there, and these guys did their best impression,
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas.
Stop bullshitting to put these headphones in. Hey, that man Hunt ain't no fucking joke.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. A football going back over to the New Orleans Saints and a team this year, Charles, that really took off after that Week 1 loss. For me, it all came together Week 9. You think back to that game when they beat the Rams, knocked off their undefeated streak to start the regular season. So now, are the Saints really Super Bowl winning contenders? I mean, do you put them in that category?
Oh, I certainly do, and I think people were wondering how they would respond this season after what happened to end last season, the Minneapolis Miracle, where they ended up giving up the touchdown pass in the last play of the game in the playoffs. And when it started losing at home to Tampa Bay, many wondered if their psyche had really been affected, but they've regrouped since then. The defense is really playing well. And then there's always Drew Brees to Mike Thomas. And that is working very well for them.
Well, since you mentioned Michael Thomas, and we talked about that win over the Rams, never forget going to get the flip phone, Mr. Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now on first down. He's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to get him for a loss of about 3.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Mahomes to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 29. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. Breeze now to throw. Now Breeze wants the football. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Hill. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. On first down, it's Hill. Setting up the receiver screen here to Thomas. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. On second down, here's Hill. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I'm over here moving my foot real like I'm sticking.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, here's Breeze. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, Hill. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Mahomes now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That shit was so good.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Throwing on third down. Hill buying time to his left. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hell in here.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Here's Hill. And an alley to run. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Hill. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Hendrickson in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This nigga playing on the line.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Alex Okafor able to drop him for a loss of 4. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter, in the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacked.
Now Breeze. Forced out to it, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after that. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now Breeze on third down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Z. Here we go now. Blue 45.
Mahomes to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. sacked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Butker now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Breeze is looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Green 90. Green 90. Ace.
To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
Z. Green 90. Green 90.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down.
In winning situations each and every week, victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a pitch out to Kamara. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
I've been finessing since the 8th grade, but now I'm getting paid just to show face. If you want me, told that gay. Most my